2024 Girls Leading Change awardees. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Wow! I'm literally crying. This is amazing.
And we are so excited to celebrate girls just like you who are leading change in their communities.
I'm a girl leading change in the military teen community.
I'm a girl leading change from Guaynabo, Puerto Rico.
How I'm leading change in my community is advocating for students to get exposed to the field of computer science.
I'm leading change in my community by putting an end to negative stereotypes.
Growing up as a girl of color, I'm cultivating social change through creative expression.
We seek to advocate and empower military teens because military teens are often overlooked.
As a student who has epilepsy, I decided to write legislation protecting disabled students.
I also run a nonprofit to help refugee and migrant children.
After my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, I developed a prototype to detect triple-negative breast cancer early.
I worked to create a new policy that all schools must educate families about safely storing their guns.
I've been working with my sister on a global, bilingual teen cyber safety program.
Now, we've grown to over 5 million students.
And we are so inspired by your leadership and your commitment to tackling important issues facing your local community.
I'm going to the People's House. I'm going to the White House.
Going to the White House.
What are you looking forward to?
Just meeting everybody else.
Meet all the other girls.
Really talented young women who are really passionate.
And young leaders are empowered to reach their full potential. The possibilities of the future are really limitless.
It will be so cool to show the students, the people who believe in them. This isn't just an honor for me, but it spotlights all of them, their incredible potential.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else.
Distinguished guests, the First Lady of the United States, accompanied by the 2024 Girls Leading Change honorees, Cheyenne Anderson, Emily Austin, Srinidhi Bala, Noelle Demetrio, Serena Griffin, Pragati Kasani Akula, Chili Promoda and Dolly Promoda, Kira Tiller, and Morgan Wilkins-Dean.
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you all. So as we come together today, our hearts are breaking for the communities upended by yet another devastating hurricane. So families waiting for news of loved ones, of homes, of the places where their kids took their first steps, where they got married, where they built their lives.
Maybe some of you know someone who's been in the path of one of those storms. And we grieve with you, we stand with you. President Biden and Vice President Harris are making sure that the affected areas have every resource they need. So, on a lighter note, welcome to the White House. So I'm grateful to Congresswoman McIver for joining us to honor these girls. And we have some of these incredible girls from our first group of honorees who are with us. So where are you girls sitting? Over here. Oh, so they're... Yeah. So thank you for coming back and supporting this year's class. And today we say proudly for all to hear that girls are powerful. And that no one is too young to lead. Last year, I worked with the White House Gender Policy Council to create this event, to honor you and the next generation creating change right now. Our world isn't always kind. And when you're young and in the middle school hallways at high school lunch and at high school lunch tables, it can feel like it's happening to you. Like people are telling you what to think and, telling you who you are. Well, don't let them. Each of you has a way of seeing life that no one else does. A perspective that you add to every conversation, to every choice you make. And every time you show up as your true self, with your boldness and your insight, with your questions, you all shape the world. And that's what this year's honorees did. They didn't wait for life to happen to them. They stepped forward and they spent their weekends and hours after school to make our world kinder and fairer and filled with more possibility. You show us that girls can do anything. They can be leaders and scientists, writers and entrepreneurs, advocates for change, and of course, they can be president. So I was telling the girls, I teach at a school, at a community college. I teach English at a community college not too far from here. I teach writing. I was there today, and I was telling them the story about giving midterms. But, and at the end of the school year, teachers hope that our students feel changed. I know I do. But something you might not know is that you, all you young girls, you change your teachers too. And my students' perspectives challenge me and they shape me. And to the young girls in the audience, that's true in all of your classrooms too. The conversations you have stay with your teachers and your classmates long after the bell rings or the summer break begins. You're already changing the world, even though you might not realize it. Every time you tell us who you are, with the words you write, with the hours you dedicate to do something you believe in, when you accept someone else for being themselves, when you're not afraid to follow your curiosity and share what you've learned. It isn't always easy, but it's important. And that bravery is what we need in the face of our times and this unkind world. It's how we unlock new ideas, come up with innovations that might seem impossible to someone else. The earth is brighter because of you. Keep filling it with your ideas and your hard work, leading us toward the future you want to see. Thank you.
Distinguished guests, White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre.
So I want to thank the First Lady for having me here today. Dr. Biden has been a fearless advocate for women and girls, and getting to work for her and the President and be part of this administration has truly been an honor of a lifetime. And while I do love the President, I will have to tell you that the First Lady is my hero, a hero. I also want to shout out to the honorees here today. Seeing your stories and the impacts you're having on your communities and the border community is a real inspiration to me and to all of us here. When I mention Dr. Biden's advocacy on behalf of women, I use the word fearless, and I mean it. Because here's a little secret for all of you. Being fearless, while a challenge, is a real superpower. And I want to tell you something not many people know. It's the bracelet that I wear around my wrist. Around the time my daughter Soleil was born, I got this bracelet, and I had it engraved with the word fearless. And I wear it just about every day, and I definitely wear it on days where I step behind the podium here at the White House. Some days I forget that it's even on, but other days I look down, searching for a reminder that we can do big things. Because let's be honest here, as women, as young women, we need to be fearless. To survive and thrive, we must be fearless, to bulldoze through all the obstacles placed in our way. And that's doubly true for women of color, queer women, trans women, disabled women, and other oppressed women who have twice as many obstacles in their way. We must fearlessly fight for our rights and our freedoms, and the rights and freedoms for all women. Now, in my eyes, a brave person is not someone who lacks fear, but someone who feels fear and faces it head on. Someone who moves forward in spite of their fear. Fearlessness is taking a chance knowing you may fail. Fearlessness is getting out of bed every day when it is so hard. I know that may sound small, but we each have our own fears and our own definition of fearlessness. Being fearless is one of the most important superpowers that we as women possess. And I'm not talking about a Marvel or a DC comic movie, although I love them, I do love them, Wakanda forever. I'm talking about what it takes for us to wake up each day, breathe air into our lungs, and begin to put each foot in front of the other to face whatever comes our way. The willingness to be fearless is what has kept me standing in the face of adversity and humble in the face of admiration. My path hasn't been easy. It has had disappointments and setbacks, but it has been defined by hope and a willingness to stand up even when being told that I should stand down. I want to be honest with you just for a second. I know I've been talking about being fearlessness, and how women need to be fearless. But I'd be lying to you if I told you I'm fearless every day. We can't be perfect all the time. We just cannot. Some days we're fearless. Some days we're exhausted, overwhelmed, and depleted. And guess what? That's okay. That is okay. Some days we must tackle our fears head on. And other days we need to give ourselves some grace so that we can rise and be fearless the next day. We all have this superpower, and I see it already in so many of you. You all are fearless leaders, and I cannot wait to see what you do next. Thank you. Now I know we are all excited to get to know these incredible honorees just a little bit better. So we're going to have them come up in pairs and introduce each other. And so the first up is Emily and Noelle.
Hello everybody, my name is Noelle and I'm from Lake Forest, Illinois. And a shout out to my mayor, Randy Tack, for being here today.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily. I live in Portugal where my father, Lieutenant Commander Austin, is stationed with the United States Navy. As many of my fellow military kids know who are in the audience right now, answering the question, where are you from, is kind of hard. So in reality, I'm from everywhere.
a military teen, Emily has moved to 7 different duty stations and attended 7 different schools. Within the military teen organization Bloom, Emily started the Bloom Ambassador program that works to bring together military teens, no matter where they live, to cultivate connections and community throughout the country and the world.
A little bit about Noelle's work. Community is at the heart of her work. Inspired by her Greek heritage to show hospitality and kindness towards strangers, she supports refugees and immigrants so that her hometown can feel like home to them. She also educates students about displacement and shows them ways that they can welcome refugees in her hometown. Thank you. All right, we continue. Cheyenne and Pragathi.
Hi, my name is Pragati and I'm from just outside of Atlanta. Hello all, my name is Cheyenne Anderson and I proudly represent Albuquerque, New Mexico. Cheyenne uplifts people of all backgrounds through her art and photography and through sharing others' art too. She's created a book with poetry from her peers and a Pulitzer Prize winner to capture the heart of her home in order to change negative stereotypes about people from underrepresented communities. Pragati has also created something new, but instead of brushstrokes and poetry, she uses scientific theories and micropipettes. After her mom's breast cancer diagnosis, she developed a prototype for a low-cost, less invasive test to detect the disease in others. A test she hopes that one day will detect other diseases as well, as early as possible. Thank you all.
Srinade and Serena.
Hi everyone, I'm Srinidhi from Farmington, Connecticut.
And my name is Serena and I'm from Oakland, California.
Serena uplifts young people from underrepresented communities, such as through a poetry program she created called Empower Her Poets, to help youth find power in their voices, power that carries from the page and into their lives. And she's an amazing poet herself. Serena currently serves as Vice Youth Poet Laureate for the city of Berkeley.
Srinidhi is also helping young people, but not on paper, online. Inspired by her childhood best friend, who has autism, she developed a free online platform for students with learning disabilities called Code for All Minds that provides lessons in coding and tech skills so that all students can learn about the field of STEM and be comfortable using technology. Thank you.
Chili and Dolly.
Hola, I'm Chili.
Hola, I'm Dolly, y somos hermanas de Guaynabo, Puerto Rico.
And we're sisters from Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. Dolly is not just my little sister, she's my thought partner, my right hand, and my best friend. Together, we've educated millions of teens across the web and across the world on how to use the internet safely and kindly.
Chili, you're my big sister and my biggest role model. We created our organization, Safe Teens Online, to encourage parents, teens, teachers, community organizations, and policymakers to help kids of all ages stay safe online with the best practices in mind.
We believe that everyone should feel safe online.
And we hope one day that will be true for all teens everywhere. Thank you.
Kira and Morgan.
Hello everyone, my name is Morgan and I'm from Denver, Colorado.
Hi, my name is Kira and I'm from Gainesville, Virginia.
As a student who has epilepsy, Kira has advocated for legislation to ensure students with disabilities are fully accommodated during emergency situations at school. But she didn't stop there. She founded disability rights organization helping students across the country to take their own action and lead their own change.
Morgan has also turned her experiences into advocacy. After her high school had multiple incidents involving gun violence, Morgan worked with her school board on a proposal to improve gun storage and safety in her district. And what was once an idea has now become tangible change. When this year, the district adopted her policy. Thank you.
Aren't they amazing? Let's give it up. Woo! It's a real pleasure to be with all of you today, to witness your accomplishments and to witness your fearlessness. Now I will turn it back to our fearless leader, Dr. Biden.
You are amazing. I mean, it's just incredible to hear your stories, and it's just so uplifting. And so from when we started, two of my family members came in. So one is my granddaughter, Finnegan. And the other one is my husband, Joe Biden. So, Joe, I'm glad that you got to be here to hear all their incredible stories. And so thank you for all the important work that you are doing. And you're already leading the next generation forward. So can we get another round of applause for our honorees? And Corrine, I'm grateful to you for taking the time to join us today. Thank you. Love you. To the middle schoolers in the audience, to all the girls. To all the girls leading change, there's something that I want to point out to you. It's the people in this room. They're leaders of nonprofits and tech companies, military families and public servants, elected officials from across the country, and they're girls just like you. They're all here for you. To support you, they believe in you, and so do I, and so does the president and the vice president. So hold on to that unique perspective that you have. And as you look to the future, know that you will never be alone, that this community is right there beside you. There's so much power when we come together. A power to just lift each other up, even when we want to crumble, to heal one another and to share our inner strength, to create lasting change. So if you've ever wondered, can I, one person, one girl, can I make a difference? Standing here among these incredible women and girls, we have an answer. Yes, you can. So let this community be a light we all carry inside us for the days to come. connecting us across generations so the confidence of girlhood can become the courage of womanhood. Now, please enjoy the reception. Thank you for coming to the White House.
Please remain in your seats as the First Lady departs.